guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, I was actually just looking up some stuff, blah, 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 blah. For whatever reason, looking at some stuff, I was curious about what I was uploading sort of like in January, the last couple of years. Because I feel like global players right now are like, they're just kind of like twisted negatively over the Gohan EZ situation. Like, I understand for sure. But like, when we're talking about the JP side of things, this is like the best New Year's / January ever in JP history. It is number one by far. Nothing has ever been close to this, right? And I was just kind of taking a look at, like some of the January stuff for the past several years. And I saw that I did do this video before. I wrote this wrong. I wrote 2023. It's 2020. This is the top 10 worst summonable units of 2022. I guess the title right there, it doesn't matter, right? Whatever. I'm a goofy guy. So I saw I did this video a couple of years ago, and I was like, you know what? This is a good idea. We could talk about the worst 10 summonable characters. Now, unlike when I do my normal top 10s, right? Kind of sort of like the monthly updates I've been doing throughout 2022, top 10 LRs, top 10 Dokkan Fest TURs. Like, I'm taking it very serious. I really am. Like, I put a lot of thought into it. I try and make like a pretty correct list. I mean, you're never going to get like the same 10 spots with something like that with other people. Like, there's always going to be differences, but I like to really, put a lot of like thought and make sure that I can like stand by all those, right? Like I take it very serious, actually. Like, I'm not like, all right, let's clickbait, Beast Gohan off of the list or something like that, right? Like, nah, like I'm gonna put out there what I actually believe. Now, this is a little bit different. This list is way more objective because I'm not doing the actual, like, okay, here's the top 10, like, worst performing units this year, right? Like, so, like, Raditz is up there and stuff like that. I'm just, like, very using, like, vague criteria here. These are basically the top 10 units I could bitch about the most, I guess. That's probably what this is. Top 10 units who have really pissed me off. That's what this video is actually going to be. I am titling it Top 10 Worst Summonable Units of 2022, but what this really is top 10 units that piss me the hell off of 2022. And this is summonable characters. We're not going to go on and on about how they fumbled an EZA from a summonable character from years ago, right? Like, I don't know. In Super Saiyan 3, Bardock could have made him way better. Whatever. Like, these characters, these are summonable characters that they're tossing out on the banner and they're saying, please give us your money so you can get these characters, right? So, let's jump in. Again, this is not worst by performance, as you guys are going to see with number 10, which I'm actually going to have as the LR Goku and Vegeta right here. Now, this is a very good character. They have a very powerful leader skill. Any character leading movie heroes right now, is very good. Movie heroes, I would say, without question, is the strongest category in the game. Here's the problem, though. They designed this unit in a very annoying way. Now, to be fair, I guess the Red Zone Cell Max stage is relatively tough. I mean, this unit, I was going to say they don't really participate in the missions that you have to get done, which is hybrids and Battle of Wits, but it is only 4 hybrid units and 4 Battle of Wits units. You don't have to do a full team. So it's like you run like movie hero hybrids is probably a really good way to go about it, for example, right? Now, for me, this unit just feels a little bit underpowered. If we're talking Carnival LRs and Dokkan Fest LRs from 2022, this is the worst one, right? Like, this and Metal Cooler, but like, I feel like Metal Cooler is just way better. He just has a good link set, right? He's not struggling for key. He's not struggling in situations, right? He's got his nice, powerful active that heals you significantly. He's got the revive, which can be very good. He also has a great leader skill. He's just a little bit underpowered, LR Metal Cooler. Like literally just like, for him, the issue is his raw attack and his raw defensive numbers are just not high enough. Usually I'm complaining about characters because, oh my god, all they have is just raw numbers. Metal Cooler's got like a lot of different, like, healing and the revive and the active and stuff like that, but he just doesn't like actually have enough raw numbers. This unit, this is I, I don't know if there's a condition that annoys me more than this. Currently, I feel like AGL LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan has a better condition than this, right? The turn 5, 58% HP with the android category ally or enemy is I almost feel like better than this. The problem with this so much is that this is a slot 2 character that they're asking you to get hit 7 times. It's not, Power Awakening Piccolo, who cannot be hurt the first couple of turns, and they want him to get hit. This is a character that you put them in slot 1, phase 1 of one of these tough red zone fights, this unit is getting bullied. They're getting massacred. And that's what they asked you to do. And you have to do it too, because in the big fights, the million damage super attack bosses, this character does not hold up when this runs out. No way. This character gets slutted out there. It just does not work good, right? So it's like you need for them to get their 3 super attacks and their 7 hits. They're definitely solid here, right? But they're still RNG with them needing additionals and stuff like that. It's just a very frustrating unit. Again, I'm not saying this unit is bad. They're still good, right? Like, this is still like a borderline, I don't know. This is like a top 20 unit in the game at least, probably, or something. But that condition is just so bad. Next, we have Pan here. Now, Pan, I just kind of have vaguely in here because Pan is kind of like... Pan is sort of like this year's LR Super 17, kinda. In that Pan can be ridiculously explosively good, but they gave her almost nothing to work with her passive right here. You could do this with LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, provided you have not fused into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you could use that. But like, this Pan is relying upon you having a GT Goku, Trunks, or Giru. And let's just cut it needs to be a GT Goku, because Pan, to be good, it's her using her active skill, right? And it's just, they didn't give her a way to do that. She also has a bit of a frustrating design, too. Why it should just be 50% damage reduction in slot 1. She would be significantly better. I mean, people, I will hear people say, oh, well, for me, she supers and she never gets killed in the super attack afterwards. But so often for me, I use Pan in slot 1, and then the enemy does super in slot 1, but it's, after you attack when she has no damage reduction. That has been a consistent thing that's happened for me. It's just her design is very bad. But if you're able to get her active skill off, she's very good. If they dropped like some dominant Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? Like, I would feel way better about this unit. But again, not really a fan of how they handled that. Next, we have the ROF Blues up here. I'm not really talking about their performance, although, yeah, performance-wise, we'll get to Raditz in this video. Don't worry, he's on this list. Raditz is the worst ever. If you take away him being the 1 in a million anomaly, the ROF Blues are the worst Dokkan Fest of the year. Again, outside of Raditz. But I think, for me, the main issue I have them on here, I think their animations kind of suck, too. I do not get on this train of... dude, I see people complain about every character's animations. I think Final Form... No, people were complaining about Final Form Cooler's animation being too short. It's 12 key, I remember that. But, like, people complain about every unit that comes out their animations, right? They said Yamcha's animations are lame. They said DBZ Bardock's is janky. I just hear it about every single character. They said Pan's animations suck. On almost all these characters, I think they're fine, right? It's like, I don't know, people's expectations are that Anniversary LR level animations are going to be on every character. It's just not the case, right? Like, they do have to put in effort to make these animations. Not like, oh, let's just drop the 2016 Kamehameha, and we can get into the whole debate of, oh, well, they make $1 billion, they should put it back in the game. Sure, but I think our focus of ire there is on Bandai. I think Bandai just doesn't put enough back into making this stuff, right? Budget is not high enough for how much it's pulling in. Sure, is that a problem? Yeah, but it is what it is. We got to live with it. So I feel like it's important to keep expectations in check. The only characters animations that I look at and I go, oh, haha, yeah, is this unit. I think LR Golden Frieza a little bit in some of his supers as well, but his intro, I feel like it's just so good that some of it does look good. Maybe it's just, I think, honestly, the Resurrection F movie itself didn't really look that good, right? Like, I think Superhero looks way better than Resurrection F, dude. Oh yeah, Resurrection F. I like the anime arc for Resurrection F is terrible, but the movie I don't think is really that great either. But again, this is the only character where people are complaining about the animations, and then I myself watch it and I go, oh yeah, for sure. I get it. This is the one character. A lot of these other characters, DBZ, Bardock, and stuff like that, I think they're fine. This unit, though, animations are iffy. And I just really would like to complain about Blue Goku is essentially a glass cannon, so you have to transform into Vegeta as soon as you can, turn 4, and then Vegeta is only Rainbow Orb changing for 3 turns. Terrible design. We can just add that in here. Alright, next, I'm just gonna fill out the next couple of slots right here, because these next bunch of units, this sort of like class or tier right here is essentially just shitty banner units, right? This is going to be me complaining about really poorly, crappily designed banner units is what these next sort of ones are right here. So let's start with Krillin and Gohan. I mean, they just suck. I don't know that the order of these banner units really matters too much, right? Like, we'll pair the Trunks and Gotens together because they're both just Trunks and Goten. But, like, these are just worthless releases. All 4 of these characters are just 100% worthless. That will do nothing almost anywhere. So you look at this unit, right? They're doing all this garbage, right? Oh, this little extra bit of attack and defense here, a little bit of attack and defense here, a little bit of crit here. It amounts to a character that will get blown off the field in any difficult fight. And I think that there's numerous characters that you could kind of like justify it, right? You know, they're good for like other types of modes and stuff like that. Like, this unit is not stunning or sealing, they're lowering attack. That's it. They're giving crit support. Dokkan themselves, they rank and rate crit so highly that an ability like this right here is what they think. That they think this unit is good because of that. And the answer is no, they're not. No. This amounts to a worthless unit that will do nothing for you. They're not really on a ton of great categories. Just, again, I just feel like just worthless. They're worthless. They're bringing nothing to the table. And unlike some characters where it's like, oh, maybe burst mode or something like that, is this unit even going to be that useful in like a potential burst mode or something? I don't know. Now Trunks and Goten, this unit, you could almost leave this character off. I mean, this is the same sort of thing. At the very least, they are orb changing and they are sealing. Again, sealing and stunning really could be extra helpful, especially with burst mode being a thing, right? Like, those are very viable strats for that. But this is the same type of design. You can't drop a banner unit with this type of design. If they're going to give a design like this, it has to be an LR, a summonable LR. Dokkan Fest exclusive. Characters with the highest stats, the most love given to it. It can't be a banner unit or, you know, probably like some sub-EZA or something like that. You just create a worthless release. Now, the reason I was really hesitant to even include this unit, but I'm going to as well because their kit sucks. They are on weaker teams. So, like, you could definitely... This is a character I feel like you get more value out of. Actually, so maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll put the 2 Trunks and Gotens down here. The only thing is then we get to this character. I hate this. So, what do we got? High chance to dodge is the first attacker in the turn, but that only activates when they attack. So they suck. They're awful. They came out with Majin Vegeta. This unit being completely mid really hurt Majin Vegeta. Dokkan Fest Majin Vegeta. Now, he was saved because, you know, the best unit in the game at the time, Vegeta and Trunks, still a top 5 character in the game. You know, they came out, which really helped Majin Vegeta. But, like, this unit should have been created to really benefit Majin Vegeta. This should be like this unit should be orb changing for Majin Vegeta. And they should be supporting, right? This should be like a gifted warrior support type unit and orb changing along with everything else they're doing here. I don't know, just really shitty design, right? Again, you will notice these terrible, crappy banner units that no one uses and are worthless. It's like, this is the type of kit that they have, right? Trash. You either have to make them a defensive juggernaut or a support, right? That's how banner units are made. Let me get to this guy. I mean, Look at this. And then look at this. Keep in mind, this is anniversary banner, right? Like, this guy's on the banner with the LR gods. Do you guys think that this guy's competing in, like, the red zone? Like, this guy was coming out almost kind of like, all right, here's some help for, you know, the red zone, the new red zone stages, guys. Look at this. This dude is trash, ass, terrible. Like, I don't even know what to say. He just sucks. Dude's just terrible. And then this, it's like they tack that on and act like that matters. No, that's dude. Final blows. Final blow is not a bad thing if you're Easy 8 LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, right? If you're, you know, if you're Final Form Cooler. If Final Form Cooler had a final blow mechanic, it would not suck, right? But, like, Banner Unit Broly, it sucks. Seriously, they could give some kind of crazy final blow mechanic to something like Final Form Cooler, and it could be crazy, for sure. Because it's like he's just finishing phase after phase after phase in these big fights, right? Like, that would be interesting. I don't know. They could, like, what if, like, imagine a Final Form Cooler delivers the final blow, and then he activates, like, a Yajirobe support effect where, like, the next 3 turns gets, like, 30% attack and defense. Like, how busted would that be, right? Like, that would be sick. But yeah, this guy, yeah, he sucks. Your ass, dude. Get out of here. All right. So this was kind of like the foreplay. The foreplay is done, right? Like, these are just, like, crappy designs, crappy animations, you know, bullshit. Now we get to, I think, the bad stuff. All right, number 4 is these two. Now, I saw so much coping, so many arguments about these two Limburger Super Saiyan 4s. I got bad news for you guys. These guys suck. Like, they're just not good enough. Period. End of story. The area where these types of characters can be really fun and really solid is if we take a look at this. Look at these teams. Defenders of Justice, Full Power, Grade A Power, Crossover, right? Like, these are teams that need help. And, like, Dokkan knows this, so they're like, okay, check this out. What if we do this? And this is why these units are on here, is this bullshit right here. This restriction is so tough. I just don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. Because I think if it was only Full Power, sure. If it was only Dragon Ball Hero, sure. These are 2 categories where you're very likely to have a mix of Super and Extreme class, too. I just don't know what they're thinking. That just kills this character. It just turns him into a character you're just never using, right? And then, this fraud right here. I mean, he's just Goku, but significantly worse. He does nothing. He can do a little bit of damage, and he just gets blown off the field instantaneously. And again, same thing. I guess his is a little bit better. Super class, Giant 8 Power. Most of the good... I mean, I guess, Grade 8 Vegeta is Extreme class, right? But yeah, it's just like, these restrictions are just bullshit. Hearts is a little undertuned as well, but they gave Hearts I really like the mechanic of giving characters guard for, like, the first 3 turns or 4 turns or 5 turns or something like that is very good. Look at the new Red Zone Cell Max stage is pretty hard, but in a different way from the previous, 1.5 million damage super attack bosses. Those characters that guard for the first couple of turns against Red Zone Cell Max are really good. Fasha, LR Goku Black and Zamasu, Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, right? Hearts. All those characters that guard for the first couple of turns, LR Goku and Piccolo. They're so helpful in a fight like that. But yeah, bullshit designs. Terrible. Awful. 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 Alright, now next, we're going to get to these two. Now, I'm not talking strictly about performance. Now, of course, these guys, Grade 8 Vegeta was never as good anyway, right? Kaioken Goku, I feel like, was always better. Kaioken Goku's certainly fallen off a bit. He's not... I just feel like defensive ability is just so much better, so much more valuable. But Kaioken Goku and Grade 8 Vegeta, both of them, they've got powerful active skills. They're on a lot of weak teams. You're going to find a lot of value out of them. The reason they're here, it's actually not anything to do with their kits. Nothing to do with the performances of the units. The reason they're here is because this should have been Dokkan Fest LRs. God damn it. This should have been a full celebration catered around these characters. this is why I just watched people cry about the carnival coins, and I was sitting there like, no, dude, like, no, this is good. Look at this. This was the worst ever. This yellow coin banner in the 7th anniversary, I feel like it's just like a black mark on Dokkan. What were they thinking? This, again, this should be Worldwide Download Celebration 2023. They used everything. Like, why is this Goku's spirit? Oh, we can just play it, right? Dude, Goku's Spirit Bomb, it should be its own character. That whole thing. That is just, it's terrible. And this is why now, with the way they kind of have adjusted it, the Carnival and Dokkan Fest LR formula, I feel like it puts the 4 LRs on a much more equal ground. Now, last year, well, I guess for the Worldwide Celebration, I mean, well, 4 or 5 months ago, whatever it was, Carnival, Goku, and Final Form Cooler, definitely, they're significantly better than the Part 2 LRs, the Goku and Vegeta in the middle cooler. Well, let's keep an eye on the 8th anniversary and see if they follow that, right? Like, are the Part 1 characters just significantly better than the Part 2 characters? That will be bad, because then it doesn't feel like they even really changed that much, right? It's still just the Part 1 characters are way better and the Part 2 characters are way worse. They can't do that. But, you know, if like we have these characters that are kind of like on equal footing, not like that, dude, these Part 2 yellow coin top banners just were bullshit. You look at all these top coin yellow coin banners, trash. The Rose and Broly, Chila and Lemo, the Gohan and Krillin, and the Vegeta and Goku exchange unit. Thank God we're done with those. Those just sucked balls, man. So that's, but the main reason these guys are here, it's just, I will literally cry. Like, why? They should be, they need Dokkan. Vegeta is one of the best villains in fiction, Saiyan Saga Vegeta. Like, he needs to be he needs a Dokkan event. Like, so does Kaioken Goku from the Saiyan Saga, dude. It's literally Goku versus Vegeta. That's like the first real fight. It's so iconic. Like, so many references across media. Like, God, it just feels so shit. This feels so shitty. Crazy. This, in a normal year, this would have been one. Actually, yeah, for sure. Oh my God, dude. These next two, the top 2 spots here are generational. Right? Like, I looked up the list I was looking at. I got inspiration to record this video right now. It was, I mean, I literally just clicked this like 30 minutes ago. I'll literally just pull it up so you guys can see. I can't believe it. Like, I was looking at it, and the top unit there was, it was Tech Piccolo, right? Yeah, here we go. Look at this. This was the video. Let's take a look at this here. Tech Piccolo. Tech Piccolo is just like a shitty release, right? Like, you look at these characters are either just bad or bad releases. Like nothing crazy. I just really want y'all to get ready. These top 2 spots are generational L's for Dokkan. People are going to get mad at this. Okay. Now, there's going to be a lot of, you know, it should be fairly obvious who one is going to be, right? But, Raditz. Raditz is here off of performance. I think Raditz's animations are fine. I think the voice acting is good. Aesthetically, solid. I think his leader skill. Dude, if Raditz was good, could you imagine how good his leader skill would be if he was good? But here's the thing. Raditz, I don't think they will ever top this. Raditz is a summonable, give us your money character. Like he's leading the celebration, leading the banner, right? And he's terrible. He's just awful. He's like, he is equivalent to like an early 2021 character. Like, it's just, he is the worst summonable Dokkan Fest LR, or like Dokkan Fest or LR. Like, I can never think of a more unimpactful character on release, like, ever. Not like some easy for some old ass character or free to play character or something like that. We're talking about a summonable, give me your money character so you could use this guy. He's just that bad. He does nothing. He has nothing. He's terrible. He's awful. He's complete dog shit. Crazy. Um, but number one, number one, when I use the term generational, right? Like I am a sports fan, right? Like it's like right now, a lot of global players are upset. Most of it is the AJL Gohan EZA, but like that's piggybacking off of the massive disappointment of this guy right here, which is LR Ultimate Gohan, and then he goes Beast Gohan just for his active skill. That is the single biggest fumble in Dokkan history. Raditz, like, it is like the worst unit they've ever released, but it's not like a game hurting mistake. Like Dokkan did not like, oh my god, it fell off a cliff because of that. Like I think Dokkan is fine. Like this still got top grossing, but like this is a huge like L. Like this is just no one wanted this. I mean, Garash is still telling me all these Japanese YouTubers videos, all these Dokkan tweets, all of the Japanese players are talking about Beast Gohan. That's all they're talking about. Now, right now. That's all they're talking about is this. Like, it's not some made-up thing. It's not just in our community. People are butthurt. No one wanted this. We wanted Beast Gohan, right? And it's, if they had just done what they always do, literally if Beast Gohan was exactly just the Super Saiyan Gogeta that transformed into blue, right? Like, if it's just the same thing for, like, if he just transformed into Beast Gohan on turn 5, that was it. Just, he transformed. This would have been, people would say this was the best time in Dokkan history. They would have said this is the most exciting time ever, by far, in Dokkan history, if they had just, like, correctly done this guy. And instead, right, like, that's what I'm saying, like, December and January for JP, like, this has actually been the best, like, end of year, start of year celebration ever in JP ever. It has. It really has. It's been so crazy. But it's like, you just have to kind of, like, remove from your mind how big of a fumble this is and how upset everyone was over this. Like, you'll see people try and be like, oh my god, people are overdoing it and blah blah blah. No, man, like he really is that type of fumble. Like, it's not make believe, it's not made up. People are not being crybabies. Like, this was just, it was terrible. This is not what anybody wanted. We want to use Beast Gohan, not have him transform, do one fast animation, like on turn 6 a lot of times, and then he just does like no damage and he has no impact, and it's not what we wanted. We wanted to use Beast Gohan, not Ultimate Gohan. We've been using Ultimate Gohan on Dokkan for 8 years. We wanted to use that right there, Beast Gohan, right? So, I mean, it's unbelievable to me that he like, Raditz could be defeated. Raditz was defeated. Like, you realize people were calling him Raditz's nephew, right? Like, that's what they were referring to this unit as. Oh, Raditz's nephew. So, I just, you guys just gotta understand, he's there at the top in terms of just horribleness. So, there you go. Top 10 worst summonable units of 2022. Not strictly performance, but I gave all the various factors and reasons for these guys. Terrible designs, wonky animations for the blues, bad restriction and transformation for the Super Saiyans. It should have been Dokkan Fest LR, Worldwide Download Celebration, leaders, right? Like, type of stuff. So, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.